penis versus vagina. Who has it easiest on the internet? Who has the most money-making capability possibly? Or who has the most viewers? Who gets the most clicks, the most interactions? And also, like, who is bullied the most, I guess, or insulted the most on the internet? This is the All In podcast. Today I'm joined by... That's your cue.
Loserfruit.
Loserfruit. Loserfruit is a woman. Maybe I should say woman or man because it depends on how you identify. And remember, genitalia does not equal... Huh?
Okay,
yeah,
I'm
you're
a woman. You're a man.
I'm a man. I'm a man. Look at that arm span. Oh, better eczema. I've got eczema.
On the internet all the time. Both,
Yep.
live streamers, YouTubers, whatever you'd like to call us. So we'd know. So straight up, which is harder?
I would say they both have a lot of difficulties.
Oh, on the
right?
fence.
I would say they both have many difficulties, but I will say this: it is harder to be a woman on the internet. I would say.
Okay,
Yeah.
agreed. It's harder to be a woman.
I would say it's harder to be a woman, but they both come with so many different facets and different kind of like. Like ins and outs. I don't know. I think we're treated very differently socially when it comes to the internet. Yeah, our interactions with stuff is different.
I'm going to say straight up, I thought you were going to say men, Oh, actually.
Men? No, God, no.
Let me ask you the second question then.
Go.
What's easy to make money with? Who makes money easier, a woman or a man?
It depends. I think
you're on the fence, Cray.
right. Because the facets are different. The facets are different, right? Hear me out here. Okay, prime example is someone like Angel Melly, right? A young, cute girl, beautiful woman, very charming, very outspoken.
Our friend, streamer.
Yeah, and she's our friend who's a streamer. She averaged 200 viewers, right? At the same time, I was averaging 2,500 to 3,000 viewers at the time of this event. I had 4,000 subscribers. Melly, at 200 viewers, reached 4,000 plus subscribers. And so everybody listening knows subscribers equals money on Twitch. So they pay $5 a month to subscribe to your channel and you make money. Now, I'm not saying that that's all because she's a woman. She's also very smart, very intelligent, very charming. But I will say, maybe it's because she's sexy. Maybe it's because I'm not a sexy woman. And that's okay. That's the problem with, I think, a lot of this discussion, right, Fruity, is people get up in arms about this stuff in such a silly, ridiculous way. It's okay to make money because you're sexy or it's okay to make money because you're sexy as one facet of what you do.
I mean, no. This whole discussion is it's definitely okay to make money whatever you want, however you want. No judgment. Whatever body part you want to show. If you want to sell feet pics, you can. I know I've had offers. I've been tempted back in the past. Not this
sell those
day.
feet pics.
I know, not in this current day. I'm good without that. But I have to
Which
say,
one's harder?
I don't know, actually. Definitely when it involves things like OnlyFans, like those ones where I think it would be hard to make money as a man. But you don't know, actually. I actually have no idea, but because there'd be such a competition between the women because there's so many of them doing it that it might be harder to... I mean, no one really wants dick pics versus... that's not as popular as a woman, right? Right?
I think most women would take titty pics over dick pics, even if you're just straight up straight. Everybody likes a good pair of boobs, right? I don't know what it is about them, but they're amazing. But I think
compared to making more serious content or whatever, doing more serious things, I think it would be definitely easier to be as a man, I guess, when it...
Yeah.
Yep. So I think that's the line. I have to say about OnlyFans, although I don't care, I don't really pass judgment, I do get sick of seeing it in my Twitter timeline. There's a lot of streamers that have moved on to it. I get a bit sick of it. I'm scared sometimes. I'm just like, I can't be bothered seeing that. So I mute a few of them. I'm not going to lie. Some of them I keep. Some of them I enjoy. Some of them I'm like, I don't really want that.
Some of them I'm subscribed to. Some of them I pay for. No, but I think being taken seriously as a woman is something that a lot of women in streaming or online, even on Instagram, anywhere, kind of struggle with. And it's really sad that in our society, a lot of the time, if a man was in the same exact position, he'd be taken more seriously, if that makes sense. Am I being silly there? But
no, not at all.
I don't know.
Part of that has to do with, hey, we're used to hearing men in the more authoritarian roles. So that's what we got used to. We got used to them. They're having their voices heard and be the more predominant one. So that's it makes sense to continue like that. And it's more surprising when a woman comes in, particularly in gaming. We don't have much going on.
Yeah. I think sometimes I struggle as a man, and I think this does root into being a man. I struggle with expectation or demand or like that kind of feeling that I'm never good enough. And I know women do experience those exact same feelings, right? Like that's a very broad thing to say. But there's something about being a man where it's ever kind of upsetting and ever depressing. It never leaves you in many ways. It's kind of like because other men are put in such powerful positions, strong spots, if I don't match that, it's kind of, you really get upset by it. It's a very emotional thing that I feel like not enough men express. And sometimes it's hard seeing women be adorned or kind of, you know, the new word is simped over, or it's hard knowing that women can sometimes, I can't explain it, but, you know, sometimes my feelings do get hurt on stream, or I do get upset on the internet, and I do want to express that, and I am a human with feelings.
Do you think you can't because you're a man? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, I think I can't because I'm a man. I do experience or feel that a lot, and when I do, sometimes you feel like you get laughed at, and even if you don't get laughed at, you're laughing at yourself, if that makes sense. Even if, because I think my community's great. Like on live stream, if I really get upset and really get serious, I feel like the internet has always been very kind to me in that regard, but I'm not kind to myself. And maybe that's just being human, but you know, I'm only giving the perspective that I can from a man's viewpoint, you know? That's all I can really give. And that's been hard a lot of the time.
Bullshit.
No?
You can express
In what
whatever
way?
you want to express on the internet as a man. You could be an emotional person, and girls eat that up. When have you ever had, like, I know it's actually a thing where men get, you know, frowned on for expressing their opinion, but I feel like internet is opposite of that, of where you are allowed to express your feelings without getting scorned. I might be wrong, but I think that's like the perfect place to do it. Am I being insensitive here? You tell me. Am I being insensitive?
I don't think you're being insensitive, but I do think you're wrong. I think backlash on the internet can be so intense for all of us, but I don't know. For some reason, it feels like I can't express those things. And when I do, I feel pathetic or I feel like weaker. I don't know. I don't know if women feel that way. Maybe they do. But when I express my feelings on the internet, I know for a fact I feel weak. I feel stupid. I feel moronic. If I'm not online every day, putting on like a strong face, putting on like a kind of bravado in a sense, and I show sensitivity, even when I was like moving out of the click house, even when, you know, I cried on stream, and you were there, I had this like mental breakdown where I'm getting all upset. That bothers me for years, not a day, not a month, not 6 months, not a year, for years that will bother me. That will never leave me, that moment. And it's not so much about anything else except that I showed feelings, or I showed weakness, or I appeared different than what a man should appear as. And that always gets to me. And I think it gets to a lot of men. When we start to do that, we kind of spiral out of control a bit emotionally.
It kind of sucks to hear that, because I can't imagine a woman being like, hey, you need to be more manly. Actually, I can imagine that happening. I do feel like that's a thing that's run deep in masculinity, though, of other men putting down other men. But yeah, no, I'm not yeah, no, it sucks. No, you should be able to 100% do that. However, do you think if you were to write a post, for example, talking about, let's make a scenario here where you express your feelings, like perhaps you're dealing with depression, you decide to tweet about it. Do you think you'd get a negative response to that, or do you think you mostly get a positive response?
No, I think I get a positive response,
And
but
do you think that changes per men versus women?
I'm unsure. I think most of the time in the modern world, 2020, depression, anxiety, these mental grievances that kind of like haunt us in the modern world, blah, 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 you know, all that kind of stuff. I think it's across the board widely accepted that this is a real thing and it happens and it affects people. And I don't know if there's a difference between mentioning that kind of stuff. I'm not sure. I wouldn't say there is.
I'm just trying to grasp the struggle of putting it out there and what kind of backlash. I'm just trying to grasp that because I just don't think I'm quite getting it as much.
It's more that I think that men, all my life, ever since I was a boy, and I don't want to make it all this talk all about men because women have their own difficulties, but just to get a grasp on it, men are always told, toughen up, get back up, swallow some concrete. You know, I'm told to fight. I'm told to be victorious. I'm told to win. I'm told that I must be better. You know, whether that be from my dad or other male figures on the internet or in my life. Ever since I was a young boy, I've always been told those things. And, you know, we've talked previously, and I recommend our viewers to go listen to them. In previous podcasts, it's like I've mentioned therapy for me was such a big leap. I always said to everyone in my life, go seek therapy. But me, personally, Cray, Nathan, I'm not allowed therapy. I must be stronger. And maybe that's an individual thing. Maybe a lot of the men listening to this now will go, he's just being a sook. But again, that's part of it. I'm doing it right now. I'm literally doing it right now. Like, you know, he's just being a sook. That's what men experience. Oh, toughen up. Oh, get over it. Oh, you're wrong, dude. Just continue on. You know, whatever, dude. Just keep on going, you know? And I really like in the recent kind of days or months on streaming and internet where we start referring to men as kings. It's really nice to be called something that's nice.
You are called a king?
Yeah. No, it's happening. The new wave is men helping men up and being like, keep on going, king. Keep on going, king. Keep it up, dude. I love that stuff.
So
it's really good to see.
Internet's been great for men for that perspective then. Because it would have been much harder before the internet to get that sort of feeling across. Okay, so what advantages does a lady have on the internet? As a lady, I have had, I actually have had opportunities that I don't think I would have had if I was in the same position as a man, if I was the same kind of number count. Yeah, for sure. I think sponsors look to me as a particularly in Australia, as one of the leading ladies, I should say, in gaming. They look
strut it, girl. Hey, queen, work it.
No, I get some opportunities that are amazing because they see they just want to support a girl in that. So I honestly I have taken advantage of that, and bloody hell, right should I?
Damn straight.
You know, other advantages we get simps. Simps are great. Go for simps.
Yes.
And to describe what a simp is, would you mind describing what a simp is? It's someone
who simp is basically, it's a person on the internet who adorns usually the word OG is meant to represent adorning a woman who doesn't deserve it, but you do it anyway. So it's a non-deserving woman who you give your all. But now it's just basically somebody who just gives everything to women, I guess, on the internet. That's really the
simps.
The official.
We love them.
Yeah, simps.
I think
we love them.
It used to be white knights. White knights are like the girl, guy people, anyone who defends a woman on a comment or anything. And I think it's now become a simp type. I think that's what it's changed into. Other advantages we get is that, yes, we can make a lot more money than you guys on things like OnlyFans and Patreon. Yes, we can. Excellent. Can use our bodies for that, which is great. Another thing is that I think you might be jealous of is that we can compliment other women more freely. I feel like that. I feel like on the internet, girl love is super like prominent. If a girl sees another girl and they look good, they're like, look at fire, girl, and that's such an amazing thing to have. We can post selfies without, feeling like arrogant pieces of douchebags. Because I know apparently guys can't post selfies because it's weird, but girls, they love them. Do you disagree with that or agree with that?
Oh, I see that stuff all the time. Men who put other men down for selfies or striking a certain feminine pose or striking just any pose in general or making a certain kind of video, I guess. Men are always put down for stuff like that. And yeah, if I compliment another male's looks or personality in any way, I'm immediately shut down by other men. But I think that culture is now changing. I do believe that that's changing, and I'm very excited for it. But I mean, there's a reason why there's such a high rate of like males taking their own lives, sadly, and like males like with such a high rate of depression. It's so crazy how many men are like struggling, and we do need to do something about it. And I think through just adorning men just a little bit more and realizing that it's not a race, we are equal and we should all love each other. I think that's a really good mentality to have. Everyone has their own unique battle,
What advantages of a male do you have being a male online? What advantages?
Advantages? I'm taken seriously if I am serious. So I would say if I make a point, if I make an opinion or something like that, I feel as if it's easier to get people onto my side if I really want to, If I really wanted to, I feel like if I was in a debate with a female on the internet, I mean, geez, like you said, people insult women for like making OnlyFans. They insult them for having Patreons. They insult them for like a certain kind of selfie as well, like men are, but women are in a different way. And if I get in a debate with a woman, some dude on the internet's going to take my side because, this woman once, took a photo in her underwear here. She must be this and that and this and that. So in those ways, people are snoopy and weird and strange, and they'll go and they'll find something in a woman, I feel, that makes them feel better about themselves. Does that make sense? So I think like as a man in debates online, boom, I'm probably going to win in quotation marks because, some little loser's going to take my side for some stupid reason, Then all the comments are just going to be about that.
What other more non-serious advantages do you think you have of
non-serious?
Yeah.
I don't.
Can you get away with more jokes than a girl can?
Probably, but maybe it's because I don't really see many women try to, I guess. Maybe because I'm such a vulgar person. I haven't really seen many women that match me for vulgarity, like rudeness on the side of crudeness, like talking about pussy and dicks and sex. I don't really see people say that vaginas are one of the most ugly things to ever grace God's green earth, because vaginas are just bloody hideous. Have you seen those things? God
stop
damn.
it. Stop it.
Stop
it.
Sorry.
No.
But there you go. But there you go. Yeah.
So when we come to like platforms like Twitch, YouTube, and we talk about gaming in particular, I think it's safe to say that of like the top 100 streamers there are out there, I think maybe 2 of them are a girl, maybe 1 actually, in terms of viewership and followership. Why do you think that is?
I think just for the fact that men are also taken much more serious, I think. I don't really have the answers. I don't know. Is there some sort of... Immediately, I'll be honest. Here's where my mind goes. Here's where my mind goes immediately. What are the analytics of female streamers versus male streamers? That's what I want to know. Like, how many male streamers are there versus female streamers? Like how many men stream? Is it like 500,000 men a year try to be a streamer versus 20,000 women or 10,000 women?
So you think just numbers wise, you think that's?
I mean, that's one area where my mind goes that, and then there's just so many stats. There's so many facets. There's so many there's so many like little bits and pieces that can be added together. But yeah, to be honest, I don't know if I have the answer. You know, is sexism still prevalent in the world to that degree? Like, are women really still perceived in such a terrible way in comparison to men? I wonder. I don't know that I have the answers for that. I don't know if I'm going to cure sexism in one podcast, you know. I don't know if I got the answers. I don't know. Why do you think it is?
Well, partly it is the number, and partly it's just because what we're used to. We're used to hearing men, so we continue to listen to men. I know, me in particular, I know I'm just like, oh, I normally find, I normally find men more funny. So I'd watch men because I'm used to seeing funny men. But that's just because what I'm used to, I suppose. But I still watch, like, I actually probably watch more females on YouTube than males, but I probably watch more males on Twitch. I'm not sure why that is exactly. But I think that might be a part of it. And I think a lot of the other part of it is that it is a boys' club in a lot of a way. I think the men who are top streamers play with other men and bring each other up in that respect. And I think that's a part of it. Because a lot of the top people, they know each other. They play with each other. They do all that sort of thing. So generally people like watching a group. And I think that's one of the main leading causes. It's that it's hard as a female to break into that and to feel normal. And part of that is because we don't apply ourselves to, we don't reach out. And part of that is because sometimes guys are just more comfortable hanging out with other guys, and they change when a girl is there and it's less funny or less comfortable. I'm not sure exactly why, but I think that has a massive something to do with it.
Are women more comfortable playing with other women than men, though?
I mean, not necessarily. No, I think I have a lot of women I'm super comfortable with, a lot of men. I think it's harder to get to know a woman at first, so that's what always makes it uncomfortable. Once you get to know them, once you spend like a good, it's like a 20-hour journey to be friends with another woman. For a woman to be friends with another woman, it seems like it is a bloody journey. You have the first part where you're all really excited each other. You're like, oh my God, you look great. Oh, you look great. That sort of thing. But you haven't truly sized them up yet. That's sort of, we're more reserved. You know, I feel like that's a lot different to boys who see each other and they're like, oh man, you're fine. Right?
What's up, bro? What's up,
you don't have this.
Yeah.
And then it takes like hours of hanging out with them. And then you're like, I could tell this person anything. I'm so much more comfortable with her than I am with any of my male friends. But that definitely happens when it comes to gaming. So it takes us a little bit longer, I think, to get to friends, which affects that.
It is way harder being a guy and trying to play with women than it is being a girl playing with girls.
What do you
mean? It is so hard being a guy playing with women.
It's so hard.
No,
you have so many lady friends.
No, it's different. I feel as if I have to, I know this sounds a little bit weird, but I feel as if I have to watch myself around women. Like, I don't want to say anything because I'm so, like, I joke so much. All these girls have boyfriends. I don't want to piss off their boyfriend. I don't want to make them uncomfortable. I don't want to say something, like, stupid or silly or embarrassing in front of a woman. Maybe it's because I'm attracted to women, but I don't want to be a dickhead in front of a woman. I'm sorry. That's how I feel. It's like, I could be a dickhead in front of the boys, but in front of a girl, I don't know. It's different.
Cray.
It's different.
Cray, I hate to break it to you, but you've been a dickhead in front of many girls many times.
Oh, I know. I know, but it's harder. It's harder. And you will think about those comments later. Whereas if I'm a dickhead in front of a guy, I don't give a shit. Fuck you, dude. I do not give a shit.
If you were to play with me or you just play with Baz, who are you more comfortable playing with?
Baz.
Yeah. Because you think he's a guy or just because you get along better?
I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm just more comfortable around Baz. Maybe it is because he's a dude. I don't know.
Oh, you might just.
I can't mention my cock in front of you. I can't mention my balls, even though I do. It's
not
like,
into
it's
great
different.
length, no, yeah, sure.
It's different.
Well, I can't relate, so I guess like Baz is more relatable. I understand.
Yeah, I don't know.
On next week's podcast, by the way, yes,
Baz on that. Yeah, but I don't know. So maybe I am more comfortable playing with other dudes than I am. I'm more comfortable playing with men than I am women, and also women they will weird me more. Weird champ me. That's Twitch slang. But they will, if I do say something silly or stupid, they won't laugh like guys will. I've noticed.
They
will
play along as much.
Yeah, they
there's
stop.
certain exceptions to the rule, but they won't play as long. Yeah, they're not generally. Yeah.
I don't know why. They just stop. It's like, I'm not, like, say I'm playing a shooting game, right?
Yeah.
And I shoot someone and I get a good kill and you've got to run over and you've got to, like, get their loot. And I start sprinting over and I say something like, oh, I'm coming to eat your ass. I'm coming to eat your ass with a spoon or something like that. You know, just talking shit.
I'd probably be like, cray.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. They go, ew, what the hell? It's like, dude, I'm not saying it to you. I would never say that to you.
Funnier to have someone say, than someone be like,
no.
Actually, it would be funnier for someone to be like, yeah, come over and, yeah, no, I see what you're saying.
It's way funnier if the person starts laughing along with you. If people weird you, if people go like, ugh, why'd you say that? That's gross. That's awkward. Then it makes me feel like shit. You know, that just...
Oh, I do that a lot to you.
I know. I hate it. If there's one thing I hate about playing with other people, it's when people call me stupid, an idiot, or they do weird faces at me. It's like, I'm having fun, dude. Don't shut me down. Don't actually insult me. Like, that's how I feel. When I'm playing with women, it's like when I say, I'm going to eat this guy's ass, hang on 1 second, and I'm parachuting down at him, that's funny. That's a joke. I'm not actually going to eat his ass. But then somebody takes it too far and they're like, ew, gross. Why'd you say you were going to eat his ass? Ew. It's like, because I'm into necrophilia, bitch. What's up? You know? And then they weird me for that instead of laughing, you know? It's like,
oh, no, I would laugh at that second part. But yeah, I was just about to say that the just sets you up to say something even more gross so the person can laugh. But if they don't even laugh for that, then maybe you shouldn't play with them. But I feel like, okay, no, I understand.
That's why I keep playing with you, because you do laugh at the second comment. Mm-hmm. Thank God.
When you take it way too far.
Oh, I love taking it too far.
It's like when a teacher in school like tells you off for doing anything and you have to be quiet. Everything is immediately more funny that you say. Even you whisper to your friends. Everything. It's kind of
sometimes I'm not witty enough, Fruity. Sometimes it's like I've been
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter
I'm tired. I'm covered in sweat.
But it doesn't matter. If I say like ooh, and then you're like, then did you take it far, or even say anything else? It's already immediately funny. I don't know. It's funnier. I'm not sure. I don't know.
I don't know.
Let's move on. Okay, so I want to ask you a question.
Go, hit me with it.
If you were a woman, how would you change the way you're a streamer or YouTuber?
My God, I would. Holy crap! What a question.
Because you always say that if you're like, there's always that question, like if we switch sexes for a day, you know, boys would say, I'd touch my boobs all day and not just touch myself all day. But yeah, no, that's always it. So what would you do in relation to streaming?
Honestly, if I was a good-looking woman, I would exploit in bunny ears. I would like to think that I would be body positive. I would be happy with showing my body off on stream or on OnlyFans for money.
What would you look like?
I think it's great. What would I look like?
Let's paint a picture. So you got like the little headphones with the bunny ears.
Yes. Oh.
How much makeup do you wear?
I'd wear a good amount of makeup, I reckon. I'd be a makeup girl. I sometimes get envious that women have makeup and I'm not brave enough to wear it as a man. I would love to wear makeup sometimes, I think. You know, like my pores are shit. My paws are little craters in. You know, I think makeup. I'm on the moon half the time, Fruity, with the amount of craters on my face. I swear I'm up there with bloody Neil Armstrong or something, planting flags up there and putting down, I don't know.
Yeah, but people my face. Like a camera can't pick up you and Neil on your face unless it's really good quality. Then
true. Then that's terrifying.
Yeah. But mirrors, though. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd change that much. You know, I think.
Would you wear low cut tops?
Yes, I would.
Would you angle your camera down?
Yep. Why not?
Yeah, because it's bloody aesthetically pleasing. It's great.
Why not?
It looks great.
It's. I don't understand why we judge women on the internet for using their assets to make money. It's like, and then, you want to know what actually grinds my gears? Are you ready, Fruity? Mm-hmm. Are you ready, Fruity?
Yep.
I hate hypocrisy of words and then action, right? Most of the time, if I say something and I'm wrong, I do try to amend it as much as I can. you know, but one thing that bugs me is people who don't live by what they say. So men, right? And this, I'm calling you out to all the dudes listening to this. You do this, you sons of, you know. Okay, so they'll whine and complain and bitch on the internet. This woman only made this amount of money because they use their bodies. Oh, yeah, women are so gross, exploiting men online to subscribe to them and give them money. And then they'll go to the strip club. Shut up, dude. Shut up. Like, be quiet.
Isn't it mostly the people who say that watch streams like that?
Exactly. And then they watch those streams and then they're involved. You love it. It's like, dude, admit it. You love it. You love boobs. You love fanny. You love pretty faces. Who doesn't, you know? Admit it to yourself. Just stop insulting people who you secretly idolize and look up to and want to be with or want to know. Don't be a little incel loser. I hate that kind of mentality. It's so annoying. I'm sorry. There's my rant about that. Done. I'm sorry.
We should try that one day. We'll stream at the same time. I'll wear a really booby shirt and see if I can get past you in views.
I reckon you would.
But I'm stealing your viewers then.
I don't
Literally.
mind. Well, that's the old... do you remember that when people would say...
Yeah, they would. They'd say, those female streamers are taking my views. It's like, what? They weren't your views to begin with.
They weren't your viewers. Exactly.
They're just viewers. I don't even care if they... in both streams. Some people's argument is like, oh, do you think bloody people who watch... ladies with their big boobs, do you think they'll watch your crusty ass face play some video games? No, they wouldn't. But no, my opinion is like, they could watch both. They could watch both you and
exactly.
Matt. But the thing is, it's never your views. It's not.
You don't own people.
You don't own
Fruit?
views. It's not yours
exactly.
to own for other people to steal. They're up for the taking for everyone. Free for all. Whoever does the best wins.
Exactly. Whoever's got the most is winning. And just stop complaining about it, you know? I hate the hypocrisy of that kind of stuff. Like, don't complain about something like that. It's just so irritating. It's just, oh my God,
Yeah, it is actually, it's super irritating, I guess, to be in a position where I actually don't think I wear tops, low-cut tops. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't care. But sometimes I purposely don't, even if I look banging in them. I don't because I'm like, I can't be bothered dealing with that sort of behavior. I can't be bothered. What?
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Do you ever get angry at, because I would say that you wear quite reserved clothing, which is up to you. You can do whatever you want. Do you ever get angry or pissed off at other women for not wearing reserved clothing on stream?
No, never.
Because
I don't think any woman would. No, I never. I hate when people screen cap a woman for what they're wearing and post it up and be like, that's inappropriate. I don't understand that. I think that recently happened in the Super Bowl where like women were bringing down J-Lo and Shakira for wearing like super small clothing. I'm like, what do you mean? I thought we were over this in the 90s when it started happening. I thought we were over this. Just move on. Let people wear what they want. Let their characters speak for themselves.
So you don't get annoyed by comments?
No,
not in that way.
Actually, there's a website called Mixer streaming service, Microsoft's streaming service, and they have in their rules and in their rules and regulations, they have a rule where if you wear crop tops, you have to label your stream. I think it was 18 plus. It might have been
for a crop
16.
Top,
something like that. Maybe it might have been 16. I don't know, but it must be. You must rate. Yeah, that goes under a particular character. I'm like, it's a freaking top that shows a little stomach. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? And that needs to be rated. I don't know if they've changed it since then, but I got so mad about that. I was like, come on.
You know what's interesting is I bet there's no rule against men showing too much muscle through a shirt. Because let's face it as well, right? Men can be hot. Men can be extremely attractive through muscles. I think muscles are pretty, hear me out here, they're pretty objectively liked. I hear a lot of people say, ew, I don't really like muscular men. I'm just going to say it right now. Everyone has their preference, but bull fucking shit. Muscles are pretty, they're like boobs. They're pretty objectively attractive to everyone. A good bicep, a good pectoral, a good muscle definition, a good look in a shirt. Damn, some boys can look hot. I'm saying it right now. To all my kings out there, you looking fine as hell, dude. And it's like, do men have to start wearing baggy shirts? So which one's more difficult,
I think it's, because I know Liv, who's Muzelk's girlfriend, said that she likes, more, I guess, tubby men in like the stomach type thing. And it might be your preference, but you still can appreciate some good muscle. Like people can still appreciate a good shoulder in a tight sleeve shirt and seeing like the bicep pump out. That's, people can still appreciate that. And there's a lot of girl simps out there for guy streamers. All right, it's less popular, but I know there are. I've been in that sort of chat that I know that there's a lot of girls who are there for a guy and actually have a massive crush on them. It's probably there are, I bet you there are girls in your chat who are crushing on you. I know so. I know Baz has a lot of those girls too who crush on him big time.
I'm thrusting the camera.
Okay. It's hard, I can't see. But yeah, get it, Cray. Get it, Cray. Yeah. Yeah, I just don't really understand. Men can use sex appeal. Women can use sex appeal. Let it die.
Use the appeal.
Topic die. Let the appeal you get given before you get too old and wrinkly and you can't do it as much anymore. I mean, sure, shake it.
Oh, and by the way, if you have streamer friends that call me attractive and stuff, can you tell them to message me? God damn. Can you help a man out? Help your boy out. If you hear, just say message him. He's a great guy. I'm a sweetie. Like message me, girl. Like, what's up? Before I get swept off my feet.
Get him before it's too late.
Too late. Get me before it's too late. On God.
Yeah, no, stuff like that is super exhausting to deal with as a woman. I think that's one of the biggest disadvantages is appearance-based comments and having everything surrounding your appearance. I think it sucks so much when you've got politicians and you see the difference. No one ever comments on Bernie's looks or well, I mean, everyone comments on Trump's looks, so that's a bit of an exception to the rule on how... Because he looks like an orange, but like... so I guess he's an exception to the rule, but generally when you've got female leaders or female Democratic representatives, they get so
everyone's about their physical appearance.
Often so, and that sucks. That's more of a thing. I know Hillary probably got that. One of the worst is that sort of comments. But yeah, those comments are one of the most exhausting parts of being a woman on the internet. I wouldn't really trade that. I wouldn't want to inflict that on men at all. I just would like that to stop being the main focus of women. Sorry, we talked a lot about disadvantages of men at the start of this podcast, and now we're focusing a bit more on the ladies and what we have to put up with.
Yep.
I have to say, the comments, the you thick comments and all of that, I love them.
You love them.
I love them, but it's like someone says, "Oh, you're hot." I'm like, "Oh, nice."
Thank you. I am looking pretty good today.
I wasn't saying that to you. I was saying scenario.
I am looking pretty good today. Thank you. No, but I know what you mean. Yeah. Yeah. I get a few more comments like that these days. Yeah.
When they ask you to have sex with you, that's a little bit different. But like when
I will admit, I hate playing video games with you and hearing those comments in my chat room. I despise it. I think it's disgusting. People saying things like, anything. Whenever I play with a female streamer or a friend of any kind that is a woman, somebody says some gross ass sexual stuff about me and her. And, honestly, it's just gross. It's like, just go away, dude. Like, that's one thing that I think women get so much of, that I hate the overly sexual comments about women,
I hate the people trying to sexualize a friendship too. I hate that.
It.
You can tell that they've never had a friend, opposite sex friend in their life when they do stuff like that. It's like, oof. No, because like, you and me have gotten a lot of comments like that. It's like,
it's so gross. Like, it doesn't matter if you were single or taken. It's irrelevant. It doesn't matter to me. it's just don't make those comments about me and the person I'm playing with, no matter who they are. If they were a man, right, and that man was homosexual, you know, it's like, it doesn't mean that person wants to have sex with me. Leave them alone and leave me alone, you know? It's like, I hate that kind of stuff. Yuck.
Do you think you could take the position and debate me for a second to say
Go.
it's harder to be a
You
harder
want
to
me
be
to
a
right
man.
now act like it's harder to be a man?
Yep.
You want me to do that? You
I
want me to
want you
just
to
straight up
try.
play devil's advocate?
I want you to try, yes.
Okay, say something. Say, I don't know, come at me with something. I don't know. Go.
It's harder to be a woman on the internet. We have so much, we get no respect, so much adversity thrown towards us, and we're expected to be so many things that, it's hard to fill those roles. Okay, you go.
Adversity. You make 10 times the amount of money for 10 times less the amount of viewers than any male streamer or YouTuber. You get 10 times the amount of viewership, 10 times the sponsorship money, 10 times the... I don't know. What the fuck am I saying? I don't know.
Is it hard?
It's hard. It's like, I don't know. Like, you got tits. Like, get over it, you know? I don't have tits. Can I use tits for views? No, you can, lol. So I can't do it.
Do you
Fruity.
think you can't do it? I'm sorry.
I just don't know what to say. It's like, what do I say? Like, I don't know.
I was going to say, where you get these 10 times?
I'm
wish
just
I had
saying
10 times your subs. I wish that was the case. So you are a female on the internet. Would you ever consider, and you're a good looking female, let's just say you're a good looking female, you got some right assets going on for you. Would you ever consider anything like doing more like cosplay shoots and like getting that work? What would you do?
I love cosplay. I love cosplay, and I love seeing women and men branch out into cosplay. And I don't think there's a difference between men and women in doing cosplay. I say rock it, do it, hit it up, you know?
What about like photo shoots where they're like very skimpily dressed? Would you take part in that?
It depends. I don't think, me as a person, right? Like when say right now I appeared in a woman's body,
Yeah.
and I was a woman, I don't think much would change about myself. As a man, as Crayator, as Nathan, I honestly think about doing skimpy photo shoots myself. I think it's great. I love body positivity. I really do. And if I was more confident in my body, if I was more buff and shredded and I thought I looked good with my shirt off, I'd do it. So if I was a hot, sexy woman, I'd do it, you know?
Okay. So it just depends on like how you feel about yourself.
Yeah.
Sort of thing. Oh, I wonder how well that would go.
I've always wanted to do like a really skimpy photo shoot, but I want to look hot.
A cray calendar.
I would love to do a cray calendar. If we get enough comments, I'll consider it. I'll start hitting the
2021
gym.
cray calendar.
2021 cray calendar. Oh God, I'd have to diet so hard.
Do you watch more men or more women? Who do you watch more?
Men by far, except for the exception of a few. But like we said before, there are so many men streamers. Like as I'm scrolling, I see dude, woman, dude, woman, dude, woman, you know, blah, blah, blah. But I would say I watch a lot of my friends stream. I watch your streams. I watch Hey I'm B streams. I watch Bordy streams, Purple streams, Gwen streams. They're all women. I get involved. I'm in their chat rooms. I'm laughing with them. You know, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. You know, but I would still, even after saying all that, I would still say I watch more men.
YouTube, watch more women. Twitch, more men. Yeah, for sure. More options on. It's just so Twitch is so men focused, with a few exceptions. I only think I know 2 women that get 10K average, and I know probably about 100 men that get 10K average. On that. Again, don't know why. Maybe it's the options.
And I'm gonna be one of them.
You're going to be one of them.
I'm telling you, I'm going to be one of them. I'm telling you. It'll happen.
Either way, who cares? You know, women get to live longer than men. So suck it.
Hey,
Yeah, suck it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
well,
live longer than you, Cray.
Yeah,
I'll be
well,
at your funeral. What song am I playing at your funeral?
What song?
Bloody Celebration's what I'll play. You've got no choice. You're dead at that time. See you later.
Hitman Blood Money, the Ave Maria from Hitman Blood Money. Play that.
Okay, all right. Can do.
Thank you.
We have beautiful long hair. We get to wear makeup. We got great boobs.
Okay.
You know, we're great.
Nobody's coming at you, Fruity.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Who you fighting here? You're swinging punches in the dark.
I'm just
You're fighting
saying.
an invisible man. Who you trying to stab? You can't. I ain't saying nothing.
God damn it. Defend your sex, god damn it.
Nah, I don't care enough.
It's great to be a man. You know, you pee standing up.
Yeah, I'll just go toughen up.
You're generally stronger. That's great.
That's good.
You can have so many babies and you don't have to deliver them. That's great.
I do like to sperm.
You can have heaps of sex and no one cares. People encourage you for it.
True. There's no word for whore for a man, is there? Man whore, I guess.
Yeah,
you got to put
so.
man
But
in front
that's
of it.
more
That
of a
doesn't
compliment, isn't it?
Yeah, hell yeah it is. Hashtag player.
Women have it harder on the internet.
But men have their unique difficulties too.
Yes.
Yes, thank you, everyone.
It's hard for us all, yes.
It's hard for us. The internet sucks a lot of the time. That's the best way to put it.
But it's okay.
But it's okay. Freddie, can you just get to reading out the comments?
I will get to reading out the comments. I'm sorry, I'm trying to wrap things up on a good note. Thank you guys for watching on YouTube. We've almost hit 50k subs. Please make sure to subscribe if you enjoy listening. We've got Ernesto Rodriguez saying, the second Cray said, is there no free will? I swear I heard Baz yell.
I heard him yelling too. Because determinism is objectively correct and there is no free will. Every action precedes another action. That is objective fact. We do not have free will. We do not choose ourselves. Everything is predetermined. Where you will go, what you will do. It's all just, blah, 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 blah.
Okay, all right, give me the next comment.
Lucky number 10 said, to prove Cray wrong, I actually want to hear about your personal lives,
I told you. I
don't want to tell nobody about my personal lives anymore. You're getting all up in me beeswax because I tell you too much.
Nah, we got to hear about your childhood.
God. I got to mention her because I haven't mentioned her on podcast. I would love for my ex-girlfriend to come on here and tell you guys about my past because it is hilarious. I've done some things. I've lived a good, interesting life. I truly believe that. I've lived a pretty interesting life. It's good. Maybe we should do more podcasts about our childhood. I think I could span my childhood memories into like at least 5 episodes. Not even kidding. It'd be great. Great time.
Oh my God, series.
It's series. Hashtag series. Yeah.
Next week, we're going to have our first guest for our 10th episode. We finally made it to 10.
Bazzer Gazzer.
Thank you guys for listening. As a woman, I'll say all in.
All in.
All in.
Go all in at all times. Thanks for listening, y'all.